Kids are horrible. Why do we keep making them?
Do you need a hug?
No, kind of.
When the adults are away, the kids will play, and this list is going to serve as their sandbox. I'm Andro Geek, and today I'm counting down the top 10 side kiddos of Bob's Burgers. Obligatory spoiler warning for certain episodes. It was like a total Watch Mojo intro.
Jocelyn, could you bring us 2 sodas?
Okay! Did you just make a buzz sound with your voice?
Mm-hmm, I did. And so can you.
Forcing her way into the number 10 spot is Tammy Larson. Voiced by Jenny Slate from such voice roles as Harley Quinn from the Lego Batman movie, Tammy made her debut in the episode Bad Tina, where right off the bat she showed her true colors. And I mean that in more ways than just one.
Why does everything bad happen to me?
It's happening to us too, Tammy!
Well, not really, because you're not blonde.
Neither are you.
You shut up! Right now, you better shut that down. Shut it up.
Tammy enters as this self-centered, manipulative, and all-around egotistical teenager. During Bad Tina, Tina herself writes this erotic fan fiction that she calls friend fiction. Tammy stole Tina's fiction and threatens to read it to everyone if she doesn't join her in relatively indecent activities, such as skipping school, inviting boys over after hours, and wearing makeup that borders risque. Manipulative though she may be, what grants her this spot is that even though she's painted as your average mean girl, it never really seems to go overboard, and you never feel bad for the people that she antagonizes. Everyone's just annoyed by her. Tammy became a staple child character in the show, and after her debut, she's mostly just that girl who says tactless things. She eventually softens up a bit after hanging with both Tina and Louise, and can even sometimes be considered likable.
I'll do nasty restaurant stuff for you, Tina.
But Tammy is Tammy, and not much can change that, so she's never not been egotistical, and she always feels that she's in control of the situation.
Take it off.
I would rather die.
Then you will die!
We all need a Tammy in our lives. They teach us how not to only look out for the snakes in the grass, but how to charm those snakes once you do find them. But her diva-like and sometimes alright personality is what makes her a prime candidate for the lowest spot on this list.
You're totally lying, and lying is bad for your skin. Thank you.
There's only one Mount Everest, boo-boo.
Hey Matt, your grandpa called. It's you. Yeah.
For the number 9 spot, I was going to group the entire band Boys for Now, but after a bit of thought, I decided to pick my favorite of the quartet. Boys for Now unapologetically embodies the cringiness of 90s boy bands and R&B. From the terrible hair to the female-centric lyrics, Boo Boo, Matt, Griffin, and Alan pay wonderful homage to one of the greatest decades of all time.
Come a little bit closer, let me whisper in your eyes.
Whisper in your eyes, I can't. It would be easy to place Boo Boo on this list due to his screen time and Louise's affinity for him, but if I had to pick my favorite boy for now, it would have to be Matt. Now I pick him because there's this running joke on the show that even though he claims to be 17, he's actually much older than he leads on.
Matt, you're like a dad to me, cause you're so old. Griffin, Alan, you know what you did.
Chances are he's at least 23 to 25, but what I find most interesting is he looks quite a bit like Bob, and I used to wonder if there was some sort of relation. In fact, next to young Bob, Matt looks almost identical. Wait a minute. Did I just theory? Oh my god, I just theory. Oh my gosh. Nobody's talking about this. This is my theory. What could fuel this theory is the fact that Matt is voiced by H. Jon Benjamin, who also voices, you guessed it, Bob.
No one asked me if I wanted to audition. I'm the same age as Matt.
Now, driving home the probable fact that Matt's older than 17 is the potential that he even has a daughter.
I know I'd be worried about my daughter if I had one, but I'm 17, so I don't.
Boo Boo might often take the Boys for Now spotlight on the show, but due to his enigmatic qualities, Matt takes the number 9 spot.
No, Matt's 17.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. So you're Gail, okay. Just go in or whatever, hi.
Okay, I don't remember picking Jocelyn, so I think she just wandered into this spot because she has no idea where she is. But I love Jocelyn. Even though you can call her Tammy's partner in crime, you can almost never consider her an antagonist. Her exaggerated, clueless Valley Girl accent lends itself very humorously to the show. Voiced by John Roberts, who also voices Linda Belcher, Jocelyn is mostly the innocent bystander. She sometimes gets mixed up in Tammy's drama, but even so, the things that she either says or does is virtually harmless, and she sometimes reels Tammy in when she gets to be too mean.
You have been sort of jerky, Tammy. Should you apologize to Tina? Oh my god, Tammy. Tammy. Is your heart not pure?
If I could pick one thing that made me laugh that Jocelyn's done, it would have to be this scene from season 11. It was called Roller, I Hardly Knew Her. So in the episode, Gene's ex-girlfriend Courtney was stealing quality time with his best friend Alex, and Gene, feeling that he was losing his best friend, sings a song about it. But at the end, Jocelyn, she just looks over at Gene and she goes, "What?" Here, just here.
How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone?
What?
For every Tammy, there's a Jocelyn to keep her in check. So even if they seem clueless, don't underestimate them. They just might be the only thing stopping men from working in the come and joke mines of Mars. That's a South Park reference. Jocelyn might not get as much screen time as she deserves, but her relatively innocent nature grants her the number 8 spot on this list.
Cupid is stupid.
Cupid's just a baby who likes to watch people kiss.
Okay, I've got some ideas, and I'd be glad to help. As a friend.
Great.
But friends play together, Louise. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I really want to scratch your back, Louise.
Now I got Millie Frock a 24-hour pass from Arkham Asylum to claim the number 7 spot on this list. This girl is crazy, unhinged, deranged. Pick one, all of them are perfect, can't lose. Millie Frock debuted in the most apt way possible in the season 4 Halloween episode, Fort Night. In this episode, the Belchers and friends get stuck in their fort after being dangerously boxed in by a large truck. After she annoys Louise enough for her to finally tell her off, Millie decides that she would keep them trapped, even going so far as to deter Bob and Linda from finding them.
When I say Lou, you say Ease. Lou!
Ease! Go get some help, you frickin' nutcase, you creepy stalker psycho coop! Can you not understand a hint? Go get help!
Oh, wow. I see you don't like me, huh?
Of course I don't. Who would? Who would?
Louise's annoyance with Millie comes from the fact that Millie has this almost fatal attraction to her, and the fans have even speculated that the attraction could be a misguided romantic one.
Wrestling team, bring her to me.
Oh, let me go!
Home ec class, sew her to my side. Metal shop, make a metal sculpture of us. Choir, sing my new school anthem.
Millie and Louise.
In the Militarian candidate, Millie runs for student body president so that she can implement a system that would force her and Louise to be together at all times. She pitches this pairing system based off first name alphabetical order, and obviously M comes after L.
Besties. It stands for buddying up everyone with someone to improve the experience of school.
After finding out that a student named Abby's real name is Mabel, Millie realizes that the system wouldn't pair her with Louise, and obviously that didn't sit well with Little Miss Fatal Attraction.
But let's talk now for a minute because we will be besties, Louise.
Yeah, but no, look, it's your rule.
Well, when I'm president, I'll change the stupid rule, okay? The new rule will make us besties. And if it doesn't, I'll change it again. And I'll change it again because you will be my bestie. And if I have to get rid of Abby or Mabel or whoever, I will. Careful, that's a 5-strand braid.
Yes, I'd like to report a crime. I'll spell it for you. It's M-I-L. I'm just gonna assume she got some kind of therapy after that episode because the next time we see her, albeit still unhinged, she seems to be a bit more chill. Louise even warms up to her a little bit after being forced into a few play dates.
I was having fun with you. There, I said it. Well, Millie, that's a nice swimsuit we're wearing. We look good.
Thank you, Louise, as do we.
Stockholm Syndrome, maybe, I don't know. Most of the kids are on this list for positive reasons, but Millie gets the 7th spot simply by being the perfectly written psychopath.
Little bunny Lulu, hop into the forest.
The light rotates in a specific algorithm depending on where it starts. Once you spot the pattern, you just wait for the final loop and then 3, 2, 1, yeah!
I chose Daryl for number 6 because he'd probably whine if I didn't. Daryl is smart in a word, and he's usually a pretty good solutions guy. From his treasure trail to hubble for boobies and plot to get the girl he wants, Daryl is never really short on ideas.
If we fake date, we could win. And then if we fake break up, I could date Rosa and you could date Jimmy Jr.
Now I don't want to get into a whole race thing, but he's voiced by Aziz Ansari, so I wonder, is he supposed to be Indian or...
Let's be honest, there's a race thing going on here. Daryl, you're something, right? Black.
A lot of cartoons have their quintessential math nerd, and I'd say that for Bob's Burgers, they didn't do too bad with a guy like Daryl. In his debut episode, Burger Boss, they kinda went a bit of a cliche route with his character. In this episode, Jimmy Pesto plays the titular arcade game, and after getting the high score, writes Bob sucks on the leaderboard.
I bet you never had someone this good. Oh, you make me
me feel like a king.
Jimmy, my kids are right here.
Please stop, we're just leasing it.
After Bob's obsession with beating the score, Linda has the game whisked away to Family Fun Time where he encounters Daryl, telling him not to crowd him.
Catch up, top left in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, how'd you know?
Well, I don't want to crowd you.
Daryl decides to help Bob in exchange for dealing with his bully problem at school, but it doesn't exactly go the way Daryl expects.
Daryl, I want you to smile.
No.
That's good. And Tyler, I want you to also smile.
No way.
Okay, now guys, just touch your smiles together. Okay? This is going really well. So now that we got the...
After his debut, he never really has a bully problem again, but I don't know if that's really because of Bob or if the writers realize that the bully nerd angle is old and played out, so the worst he ever gets is a quick jab from Louise.
Do they not have razors in the future? Because that mustache is not okay.
Another well-known fact about Daryl is that he likes to sing, and if you asked him, he'd probably say that he was really good at it, but we won't focus too much on that because Aziz Ansari can't sing.
I can't help it.
Overall, Daryl is a smart, nerdy, methodical little songbird, and those qualities combined grant him the number 6 spot.
You must be Bob's wife. She does have big boobies.
What? Okay.
Now, before we get into the top 5, I wanted to give a perfect segue into talking about the sponsor for my channel, NordVPN. NordVPN is a safe, secure way of... Just kidding, I don't have a sponsor, but if you leave an engaging comment and subscribe, I'd be one step closer to getting one.
I haven't seen you since
we kissed.
on either side of the dairy case at Fresh Feed. It was hot and cold.
Josh is the third side of a Tina-centric triangle, but he gets the number 5 spot because I consider him to be the best side. If you don't know anything about Tina Belcher, you know she's boy crazy. In fact, she's even fallen for our number 6, Daryl. But after her main crush, Jimmy Jr., eventually fell by the wayside, we got Josh. Personally, I think Josh is great for Tina, but that fell by the wayside too. But one thing about it is I really love the way that the two of them met. It's almost like a magical story that they could tell their kids one day. In fact, I made a special little trailer that dramatizes their meeting. It's actually already on my YouTube channel, even though it was intended for this video. So I'll go ahead and end this video, pick up the top 5 in the next, but in the meantime, enjoy Josh, a Tina Belcher story.
Is someone back there? How old are you?
I'm, how old are you?
25.
Really? No, 14.
Mom's texting me. I gotta go.
I'm going to use this to find him. I'm looking for a boy with a turtle bite on his index finger.
Isn't every woman?
I am boy crazy. Couldn't even make a one afternoon focus on one boy.
Alright, Tina, the car's at the curb down the block.
How can I find my dream boy if I can't find him?
Hey, buck up, little fella. This guy's findable.
We touched hands, and it might be love at first sight.
Can't believe Tina found another dancer.
We'll help you for a price.
Can you really put a price on love?
Yes, you can. It's $20.
Somebody's trying to sabotage Josh.
Oh my god!
He or she is probably not finished. And if they're not, I'm not. Next time you see me, I'll be in a serious relationship with one boy only. The right number of boys for you is more forever.
I think it's great that you're boy crazy. Each one is lucky to have you. Take a chance for once in your life. If it doesn't work out, we'll always have the milk.
Jimmy Jr. had a chance to hitch his trailer to the Tina truck, but now it's headed down the highway to Joshville.